Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? I'm back with another lunchtime crafting session. So exciting. But I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to show you where I'm at with the ones I worked on yesterday. They're the newspaper tags. So like this one is, I went home and I stitched around on this one zigzag stitching. Put a pretty little sticker right here and added this glittery kind of trim right here. So that's what I did on the tall one. And the other three I I tried to do a different stitch on each one just to, try it out, experiment, have fun. So there's a sticker on every one, the same trim, glittery gold trim. This one just has a straight stitch all the way around. This one has zigzag, little snail right there. This one was a butterfly right here. And this one also has a butterfly, and this one has a double row of straight stitching, kind of like messy stitching. So super cute, right? I'm really liking this newspaper. I don't know why, I just kind of like love it. So I want to do some more of those, and I brought just a bunch of stuff. I threw a bunch of stuff in my bag this morning. Let me show you. I want to make some copies of these postcards that I separated out the other day. I kind of meant to do that before I came in here, and I didn't, but maybe after I get done in here I'll make some copies for tomorrow. I want to scan them in too so that I can print out future copies. So that's one little project I need to do. Here is pulling stuff out of my bag. My newspaper left from yesterday that I can work on. I had left this, I was in the other office yesterday and I left this in the other office. And when I went home last night, I was like, oh my goodness, because I knew that cleaning crew was coming in last night. And I was like, I hope, because I was really loving these when I was sewing. When I was sewing on these, I was loving them. So I was like, I hope the cleaning crew doesn't think that newspaper is trash. And sure enough, it was still here this morning. I have some day timer paper. There's some more newspaper scraps. I got a new little kind of tripod to leave at work because I've been carting one back and forth with me in my bag. And I was like, this is kind of crazy, because one day I forgot it. Here's a little envelope I just got in the mail today at work. I like those. I brought these. I want to decorate some more of these long, narrow little cut book pages that I'm kind of making into cards, and I already have the writing space inside. I have a different idea though of decorating them different than I did before. I just don't know if I'm ready, if I have all the components ready to decorate those. Here's another postcard. What else did I bring? I brought, where are my scissors? There they are. Okay, let me put this over to the side. Ooh, sorry, I bumped you. Let me put this to the side, make some little stacks over here. I really like this table right here that I'm crafting at. It's nice and it's kind of round, so I can put stuff over there out of the way and have, my crafting area. So this is some things I copied. Let me show you. I cut one out, I tried to cut one out this morning with my circle punch, and it was too big. My circle punches are either too small or too big, so I'm going to have to cut this out by hand. Here is the one. Here's the one I cut out with a circle punch, and see this black. It's not supposed to be on there. So let's see what it looks like cut out by hand. This is a copy of the end of a spool. This was still on the spool. And I just took the spool and copied it, and I enlarged it and copied it because I wanted to see what it would look like, and I thought I might like to make some for embellishments, especially in a sewing type theme journal, but also just to use in other spots if I want to, just to have them on hand. Like, and this one's pretty cool because it copied the spool, the wood spool, and the little label. So it's not just the label. Like if you took the label off and copied that, that would be one thing. But this is the label and the spool. So let me show you when it's cut out pretty much. A little bit more black on here, just a second. Yeah, I could, I don't know if I can make it bigger without it getting distorted, but I could make it smaller and try my little, I think I have a 1 inch or 1.5 inch. That's pretty cool though, right? And if it were on something, let me get something here. Let me get one of my tags. If it were on, say a tag, here's a tag. So if it were on here, that's what it would look like. And you can add other things, you know, collage with it and things like that. So I really thought that was a cool idea. So I'm going to cut out some of those. I have a bunch that I copied here. I also brought some, I brought my, printed out my project for, I can find the beginning of it, for Shabby Dabby Doodah, my design, what's going to be my design team project. I printed it out small. Okay, let me bring it over here, some of it. Here's the beginning. Okay, so we need to cut this out. Start cutting this out. Getting it ready. My November design team project for Shabby Dabby Doodah. Lots of pretty papers. I'm using her Christmas kit. Very pretty, right? Look at that. It looks like fabric. And I was definitely experimenting with the sizes on this one, but I tried not to make too many copies because already I only printed out one size, and you can see how many papers I have to cut out. And I do not waste these when I print out too many. Even if I print out too many, I go ahead and cut them out. And even if I don't use them all, I keep them all for later. Let's see, what else did I bring? I need to make some, I brought this paper pad. I brought this because I want to pull some of these out of here and cut them out and see what they look like. I brought this paper pad. I think I'm going to get, I think I'm going to get a lot done this hour. I brought this. I brought stickers. Stickers. I brought this. Okay, so this goes, I need to start organizing here. These two I want to punch circles out of, or flowers out of. I brought my flower punch. Here's a Christmas card I got in the mail. You know how companies will send you sample Christmas cards that they do to our office anyway. So I want to cut out this truck here and maybe the words Merry Christmas. There's a little lamp post here, so this is just a card that, a sample card. You see they put their own printing in there, so you can't really use it for a Christmas card, but I can certainly cut out pieces of it, right? Another thing I want to do, I brought this because I need to make, I made 2 yesterday, I need to make 4 more of those. Let's see, the rest is glue sticks, which I can pull out. I'm gonna need those, hopefully. I brought this to make into something. Another piece of stray newspaper scrap. Okay, here's my punches. I brought my corner punch today and my flower punch. Now these two things I do have on my, Amazon affiliate list because I bought these. This is one of the first punches, and this is the first, probably the first punch I bought, and this is one of the first, shaped type punches that I bought. So, and what I'm going to do with this, I have talked about this before, but in case you haven't seen it, it's 3 sizes and it works great. Like I've never had to sharpen it or anything, and it just has a little thing on the bottom that catches all your little paper crumbs, and when that starts getting full, you just pull this off and empty it. See all my little paper crumbs there? Empty it in the trash. unless you have some use for those. Those are not circles or anything, so I don't really have a use for those. But yeah, and that's what it looks like. Put that back on there, and there you go. It's called Kodo Moro Pro. Yeah, but it's awesome. Okay, so let's make a few flowers here. Oh, I bought these to make into journaling cards. They were just some scraps that I made at home last night. So I grabbed those off my desk. I'm trying to use up my scraps right away. That's why I brought my hole punch to use on those. This I found in the drawer when we were cleaning out the drawer the other day on Saturday. And I said I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but this will make some really pretty little circles, or it could be a journaling card. It's not flat on the back. I could put some paper, collage paper in the back before I cut it up. Let me see if I want to do that. Do I have something? Yes, I do have something. Let's do that so it's smooth on the back, so I can decide after I put something on the back, then I can decide what I want to do with it, right? Journaling cards, or so here is some paper. I showed this the other day at lunch that I had pulled this out of the trash here at lunch. It's a academic organizer that was never used, you know, just totally blank pages with lines and all kind of good stuff to use in journals. So let's cut this out. I think I want to cut this. Trying to see how it's going to fit here. So this was from a tablet of paper or like some stationery. See, it says 50 sheets right here. This I don't need on here. Pull that off. This is vintage. A little bit crumbly there. So let us see. I don't think I want this daily schedule on here. So I'm going to get my paper cutter so I can cut a straight line across there. Better than my scissor, you know. I mean, sometimes I can cut a straight line and sometimes I can't, so let me just use my paper cutter, and then I'm pretty much guaranteed a straight line if I line everything up right. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Now I want this off here. So I hope is it going to be big enough? Well, I can do it this way. So let me cut this little edge off here, and then I'll be able to see what I have to work with. Okay. So then I'll just kind of, I don't want to get glue on my paper pads. See if I get it on the desk, I can wash it off. So let me put some glue on here. I think this is the only glue I brought with me, but that's pretty cool. Look how it's kind of making the flowers stand out there that are on the side, like they're embossed. Okay. Get this on here before it dries. Isn't that cool? So I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. I'm having a decent day at work. Although I dilly-dallied at home, trying to clean up my master bedroom because I had just some stuff in there from, I don't know, it's actually from, I guess, listing things in my Etsy, and I needed to straighten that up, and I just kept straightening and straightening, and then it was past time to get ready, and then before I knew it, I was running late, but I got a lot of cleaning up done, so I feel good about that. So, like I'm not going to use this 50 sheets. I'm going to cut right under that. So, actually, let me cut it with my paper cutter. Wish I had brought a tissue in here. And I really need a drink. I have my Mountain Dew right here. Diet Mountain Dew. Oh, yeah. That is good. All right, am I cutting? I think that's where I want it. Okay, let's try that. Yes, perfecto. Okay. And then you can cut right here. Spring bouquet, I think I'll leave that on for right now. It says spring bouquet at the top here. I'm just about to cut it off though, I think. No, I'm alright. This is the paper cutter I only use here at the office, so I'm not like, I think I'm getting better used to it, but you know, I'm still not used to it like I am my one at home. It cuts different. You know what I mean? But when you line it up, the lines are different as to where it cuts. Okay, so if I'm not careful on this one, I'll cut too much off. Here we go. So that's what it looks like on the back. Plenty of writing room, right? Looks better than it did before. So now I need to either cut it down into circles or journaling cards. So if I cut, see if I cut 4 small journaling cards, it'd be like that and that, which I could cut in right in between the spring and the bouquet. And then this one would say spring, this one would say bouquet. And the bottom ones would just have flowers, or someone wrote their initials or something right here. So I could cover that up with something later, a flower or some kind of collage. So I'm saying either tags, journaling cards, circles with my circle punch. Here's what you can kind of see with this circle punch. It's pretty cool because you can see, you know, what you're getting. So here's what my circles would look like. Very pretty, right? And then I would be able to stick those on, use those as decorations on things. And I kind of do need some pretty flowers right now. So I really want to cut these into flowers. That's really pretty. And then there'll be writing room on the back. You know, already pretty on the back unless I glue it down, and then, but I could make them into little flower tags, punch a hole and put some string in them. That'd be cute. I don't think I've ever done that actually. I think I might like that idea. I have some baker's twine here with me, so we could try that. So let's go for it. I'm gonna go for it. That's what I'm gonna do. Flower tags. See how pretty? There's one. There's 2. Let me move this out of the way. How many can we get out of here? You do what you do. I'm going to try it right now. We can get at least 4. Can we get one more? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And then I'll cut these out right here. I'll cut that one out at least. Let's see. That's a pretty one right there. So Now we don't have to worry about those initials. Now I'll cut this little one out right here. I don't have another punch here, like a circle punch, or I would try my circle punch on there. Let's just see how this looks. I think this will be pretty. I just have to gonna have to shape one of the flowers. One of the petals here is kind of misshapen. I'm gonna have to shape that. So the builders, you maybe can hear the truck running. They are running a truck out there. Not sure what they're working on. They were working inside this morning, I noticed. But it's a sunny day today, so they can do whatever they want, and it's not hot. So I'm sure they're happy about that. If they have to work outside or inside, because it's not like the air conditioning is working yet inside. It's just in the shade. Okay, so these, let's see. All this work for this one little flower, right? But it's pretty. I like the color of it. Gotta save every piece we can, right? I mean, it is vintage. Okay, I think that one's good. This one right here is the one that got cut off a little bit, so I need to reshape that. Give it a little bit of a curve or something. Okay, so I think this is done for now. Little flower we saved from the middle. That. And then we have all these 3, or what do we cut out, 5? All of these pretty flowers that we can use on something. Oh, I said I was going to make a tag. Let me get my baker's twine. Got it still in the bag here. Let me get it out right. I'm running low. I need to bring some more with me. Almost out at the office, or in my bag here that I carry back and forth. So let's just finish this one or this one. I'm going to use this one's purple. So let's use a piece of this and make a little tag and see what it looks like. So in case you haven't seen my other videos, at lunchtime I do talk a little quiet because I'm in my office and I don't want anyone to hear me talking through the door or the walls. You know, there are other people out there working, so I kind of talk quiet in here. But I think it's all right. Okay, so we're making a little tag out of this piece of flower we punched out. That purple and white baker's twine. I punched a hole, and there you go. Little tag. Little tag, and it's got the lined paper on the back, so it can be written on. A little secret note on there. Or it could be a little gift tag, a to from, right, to somebody from somebody else on the little petals or in the middle. So super cute, right? I like it. Okay, I really, really like that. It's so cute. Should I do the other, go ahead and do the other ones? I think I'm not going to do the other ones yet, in case I want to glue them down to something. But that paper's on there, feels on, I just used glue stick and it feels like it's on there really good. So, and they're really pretty. You can see those colors, they're really vintagey looking colors. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's see, what else did I want to punch holes in? Well, I did want to round these corners and make these into journaling cards, so I can do that real quick. My corner rounder. Getting a lot of stuff done today. The sun is really coming in here today. one journaling card. It's one-sided cardstock, so quick way to make some journaling cards, and then I can decorate them if I want, which I might. These stickers, I mean these flowers, I don't know if they really go or not. They're kind of more, these are kind of more modern. I would describe them as more modern colors, not vintage. These need a little cut on the side here. They're a little rough from taking them out of the paper pad. So I'm going to give those a quick cut right here just to smooth that out. Okay. So yeah, I was debating on whether to go out today. I really kind of wanted to go out and run around. I mean, you know, at a store, just walk around or something at a store. But I have so much, I'm really anxious to finish some of my journals. And right now with my magazine journals, I'm on the ephemera kind of stage in those journals, trying to decide whether I need to do any more sewing on the pages and make any more pockets or tuck spots or whatever. And so I'm just working on ephemera while before I sew in the pages, before I actually sew in the pages, you know, to make sure I'm done with the sewing of trims and things like that. So there's two more. Those are ready. Nice big journaling cards to fit into those journals in pretty colors. So, yep, 4 of those. And let's see, what else do I have to do? I brought, let's see, what did I wanted to do some more. Oh, I want to do 4 more of these cards right here. So I need 4 more for my journals. So I brought this paper. Oh, I know what I brought. I brought this paper, which is, let me see, this is paper, not cardstock. I did want to try to make one. I think I have 2 paper pads here in this stack. I wanted the ones I made yesterday, like this. I think I didn't bring any with me. They're actually in the journals already and decorated, but they're like this. And the ones I made yesterday, I made out of cardstock. This one I got in Happy Mail, and this one is paper. So I wanted to make a couple out of paper. So this is paper here. Let me just see if there's any paper I want to use, because I'm kind of looking for paper that goes with those journals. This is kind of more vintagey looking paper. I don't know if I want to use that. And then what is this here? This is these colors. Okay, that same type of colors. I really don't think I want to use those though, because the journals and the magazine journals have brighter colors in them. So let's see what's in here. I do want to cut these apart too, cut aparts. This is cardstock. Oh, this is what I was looking at, this butterfly. Let's make some out of here. I need 4 more. And I can probably get 4 on now. Probably can only get 2 on there. So let me pull out 2. Here's another pretty pink piece. Let's pull out those 2. So I got this paper pad right here at Ollie's. Once in a while I'll go there and see what they have, because their paper pads seem to be either $1.99 or $3.99. This is color block one-sided scrapbook paper, but it did have some cardstocky cut aparts in here too. Let's see, and it was how many sheets? It is 12 by 12 papers, 26 unique designs, 10 solids, 138 cutouts. I don't know, but you can see the paper is pretty paper, and it was only $1.99. Can't beat that, right? That was at Ollie's. So yeah, and then if you join Ollie's Army and get their little reward card. They send you coupons for 15% off once in a while. So that's 1, 5, 15, just in case. Sometimes 15 sounds like 50, but it's 15, but still at $1.99, and then you get 15% off. That's pretty decent, right? Okay, let's make some of these. I brought a pencil in here. This is thinner paper. I might be able to cut out 2 at a time. That would be cool. So I wanted to try that yesterday, but I was using cardstock, so I didn't try to cut out 2 at a time. Let me see where I pulled it out of the pad, see if I need to cut anything off. Okay, here's my dotted line right here. So let's put it right below the dotted line, which will be right about there, over to the edge, so we don't have to cut that edge. And then it should be right below the dotted line. So we're just going to get it right up to the edge. Okay. Make a little pencil markings around the edges so we can cut this out. Yeah, the ones I made yesterday worked out really well. They fit perfectly in my journals, and the colors go well. They are cardstock, and I did decorate them slightly, and so they're nice little pretty, long narrow journaling spots. Oops. Okay, now I'm going to try to cut out 2 at a time. See how that goes. The trickiest part is keeping the paper together so you don't, and these butterflies probably do need to be straight. So I'm going to try to do that, keep it together, cut these out. And another trickiest part will be these curves and keeping them together, but I'll try to use my best fussy cutting skills here. Turning the paper on the curve instead of the scissors, that kind of thing. Which is sometimes not as easy as it sounds, especially with a big piece of paper like this. So my friend, my coworker, brought some type of really yummy bread, like French bread today, and some guacamole for us to snack on, because she has a thing of guacamole and she doesn't want it to go bad, so she brought it here so we could eat it up. So that's going to be my lunch today. I haven't eaten lunch yet, but after I leave this room, I'll go get me some of her French bread and guacamole for lunch. Because I actually bring my lunch every day, and I thought I had some breakfast here already, so I didn't bring my breakfast, because I eat breakfast after I get here in the morning. Little thing I heat up that my husband makes some breakfast tortillas for us, but I thought I had one here, and then I got here and I was like, oh, that was yesterday that I had one here. I don't have one today, so I ate my lunch for breakfast, and then I didn't have any lunch. I was like, what am I going to do? I want to craft. And then she brought in that guacamole and the bread, so I was like, yes, that will be my lunch. And the guacamole is slightly spicy, so I like that. So it's very yummy. That's the workers beeping their horn out there. That's somebody's beeping a horn at something or someone. But it could be worse, believe me. I've heard them make a lot of noise some days. Okay, we did it. That was pretty quick, right? Okay, and here they are, unfolded. I'm going to fold them in half, And then I need to make 2 more. Actually, I guess I can get 3 out of, I'll see if I can get 4 out of one, but I think I can only get 3 out of one 12 by 12 sheet. So, yeah, I like these two, the paper ones. Okay, so here's this one. I don't know why I always try to hold it up so close to the camera. And here's the back side, and then there's all the journaling room. This has got pretty flowers on the front of it. Let's fold this one. I think it was okay folding cutting 2 together. Just trying to make sure I fold this right so it's, I have it folded right. So, and this one has butterflies on it. Here's one that's a little bit darker right there. See, that's how it is there. It's gonna be like, see, it's gonna be like this. So it's gonna be like this when you have it in a journal. You'll see this writing space, and there's the back. So that's 2 so far of those papery journaling spots. Where's my finished pile? Over here, I guess. I could put a sticker on one if I have one that'll go. I might save these for the newspaper though. If I make some more newspaper tags or journaling cards. These are really pretty flowers though. I'm gonna wait on that. Those might overpower my tags because they're light pink. Okay, let's see what we can get. Okay, so I can get only, like if I was doing one piece of 12 by 12, only one more of these journaling cards out of these long narrow journaling cards out of a 12 by 12. So you can get 3 out of a 12 by 12. But I have 2 sheets here that I'm working with, so I'll be able to go ahead and cut out 2 more. And let's put it to the edge so that, and maybe try, I don't want to waste the paper, so I'm going to put it up to the top again, right under that dotted edge. Draw my pencil. Still working on my Christmas minis. I just kind of stopped working on those so I can finish these. These actually were part of cleaning up my craft room. They were sitting on my desk waiting for me to do something with them, and so I started working on them just to, you know, get them off my desk, and then I just kind of kept working on these and stopped working on my minis. So, my Christmas minis. But I was so anxious to start on Christmas, and then I stopped. And I'm almost finished with them is the thing. But I have this stuff all over my desk, so it's kind of like, you know, what do? Do I finish those and stop this, or just finish this and then go to those? And I'm cutting a crooked line here. I don't know why. I'm trying to, the other ones I did fine, right? Cutting a very crooked line. I'm going to have to fix that. Let me use my cutter here because I don't want it to cut a crooked line. So if I can cut on here. Okay, I think I have it in the right spot. Okay, it's still got some pretty space on there that we can use. And this too can make into something. This is, look how crooked that is. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I don't know. But we can fix it. It's the bottom, so that was a good place to go crooked, right? Just cut the bottom right off. Cut it even. want to cut this right here some more before I cut that, because that way it'll be square. This has got a little bit more to cut off right here, and this is not. Like after I cut this off, I'll know that this is straight. And then hopefully that will mean the bottom will be straight when I line this up against the side here. See, if that's not straight, then this won't be straight, and everything will just be all whopper-jawed. Okay, hopefully that's straight, like I said. Okay, this side's already where we, that was the edge of the paper. So now we just have the top curvy part to cut. Get everything lined up there. So I can cut this together, 2 at a time. I did that last night where I was cutting out some pages out of my other digital papers for Studio 28E on that design. You know, that's the Christmas minis that I'm already working on. And so I had printed out several pages of the same page. So I took 2 at a time and cut them out 2 at a time, and it worked out very well. Saved me a little time, I'm sure, of not cutting out 1 at a time. So I just made sure I put the same, even though they look like they're the same size, I only put the same pages together, you know, the exact same printed page. And that way I knew for sure I was cutting in the right spot. So I got all those cut out last night. I'm working on 4 Christmas minis, and then so the extra pages I'm cutting out now is just extra pages I printed in case I want to make more. So I'll have them ready. I have the pages already cut out, and so I finished cutting them out last night, and I'm coffee dyeing them, and I'm folding them the way they'll be folded in the mini journals. And then if I want to make more, other than the 4 that I'm already finishing right now, I'll have the pages ready and hopefully can put them together pretty quickly if I want to. If I don't want to make any more, then I will save them for next year, you know. Okay, 2 more done. I know this is kind of simple stuff, but it's just stuff I can bring and do on my lunch break, you know what I mean? So, it's not quite folded right. Let me just try that again. Okay, really cute. And this one's got 2 butterflies, the darker colored butterflies on it, and that's the front. So, put that in our done pile. Here's another one. This is just pink. So I'll try to look for something to decorate this with at home, probably. I have a video I was getting ready to watch. I put it in my watch later. And I forget whose video it is. Or maybe it was it a video? Anyway, I saved it so I could look at it when I get home. It was kind of collaging type stuff, so I might want to do some of that on here. Okay, now I'm really anxious to do some cutting out of I just want to cut a few of these out just for fun, these cut parts. And also I might want to use them in my current journals, so here's 2. I think I might use this as a whole page. I mean, you could cut these individual squares out, but I'm just going to use this like a whole page of, you know, cardstock and ignore the squares and do what I want with it. So that's my plan for that. And then these I can cut out. Let's try to think of the easiest way to cut fastest way to cut these out, because we are at, let me look at the time, 44 minutes. So I got about 15 minutes left here to get something done. So this has a line going right here. So I'm going to cut that, hopefully, in the right spot. Okay, any other lines going? This has a long line. This is cute right here. That'll be cute to put in the journal. And I can leave the corners squared or round the corners on these. So I want to make sure this is lined up right. Yep, I think it is. Super cute. I love that. Look at the lines and the pretty flowers around the border. So cute. It just looks like a little piece of notebook paper, and I can actually leave the lines here. This is from, you usually cut that off at the top of your page, scrapbook paper page. I'm going to leave it there. I think it's cute. So that's in the done pile for now. Here's another line right here I can cut. And right here, cut these out. Yes, sir. And then I wonder, see, I could leave this like it is. That would be cute to put in a journal, because somebody could put something in this like a frame, like a picture, and then write down here. Or you can cut these apart, but I'm going to leave it together. I think it's cute like that. And this one, I'm going to leave this for now. I might cut it off later, but this could actually be used as a little kind of a hinge where the dotted lines are right here. Kind of fold that if I wanted to make a flip up or flip down or something, or fold it over a page. So I'm going to leave that right now for now. Put that in my done pile. These I'm going to cut out. Oh, I went around the corners on that though. Kind of. I think I'll wait though. Decide that later. Like when I go to use it. What do I want? Squared off corners or round corners type of thing. So these I'm going to cut. This says remember. This I think I am going to cut off the dotted line piece. Okay. Oops. So that's ready to go. On this I think I will round the corners. Where's my corner rounder? A little sliver there that needs to be cut off. A little piece that's the color of the other card that we cut away. There's my needle. My little slicer dicer here. There we go. That's better. Just a little sliver. And now cut corner brown. And so much prettier with the rounded corners, right? It says remember. Cute little place to put a picture or write something right on the back. And this one I'm going to separate out too. And we'll see if we want to round the corners. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where the perfect spot is. I'm lining the line up in the middle of the cutting area. So let's see if that's the right spot. It is. Okay. Oh, well, there's a little line right there though. Little sliver that needs to come off. So yeah, that was a very, very, very tiny sliver. Okay, let's round our corners, see what they look like. See, that was that wasn't the whole page. That was about half the page. Got a lot of little cutouts out of that, but isn't that cute? I love those. And then here's another one. We're going to round the corners. This is a pretty butterfly. And this can be used. There's the butterfly. I wonder how that would look. You know what? This would look good on one of these journaling cards that we just made. 4 of them here. Let me show you. This is one of these plain ones. Wouldn't that look cute? Right there. That is cute. I like that, just like that. I could use another layer of something though, like, what could I, like, you know, another piece of scrapbook paper. Just say I had, if I cut out another piece like this and layer it a little bit, wouldn't that look cute? So I might do that in a bit if we have time. Let's see. Let me see if I can see my clock here. We've got 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay, so back to the side here with these. And we'll decide if we're going to use that butterfly today. But I want to, here's some more cut aparts. And cut these apart. So this is real-time crafting and just stuff that, you know, nothing earth-shattering, but stuff I need to get done, and we can keep each other company while we're crafting, right? So I hope you're getting a lot done today if you're crafting with me. Got a sliver to take off here. So this is kind of interesting. First of all, it has this area up here, so I could cut this off. But what if I left it? I think I would like to cut off at least one of these little things here. And just have one writing area below. Okay, I'm always hoping, I always hope I don't cut it in the wrong spot, you know, because that'll kind of ruin it. So I have this. This is cute, like a little label. And then leave this one together. Again, with the writing space here, or put a picture there, and then writing space down here. And I think I'm going to go ahead around the corners on this one. I think that'll look pretty. Well, maybe just on the top. Let me see how that looks. It almost looks like a little old-fashioned TV, doesn't it? The TV screen. And there's the bottom, for some reason, with the rounded corners. Really cute. Really cute. And cute colors, too. Okay, let's put that one to the side. This little label I'm going to leave like this for future use. Okay, now we might, do we have enough? Did I pull, I guess, did I pull out 2 or 1? Now I'm getting confused because I have no more here to cut out after this. So whatever I pulled out, we're getting it all done. Okay. Alright, this says, that's different. These could be like banners. I think of how I want to do this. Because I can make these into banners. It says sweet life, friendship, and family. So I think those would be cute as banners. I could put a little hole in each one and make them into a tag. But you can see how you cut out the little triangles here. But I could leave those triangles as part of this one if I don't cut straight across there. You know what I mean? I think that would be cool. So I'm going to cut this with my scissors so I can save these little triangles. Otherwise they're going to get wasted. Probably. I mean, or else I'd be saving them, trying to figure out what can I do with these little triangles, which I could make a little separate little banner or something, but I kind of just want to see what they look like if I leave them on this bottom part. So let's just see if we can cut them out real quick. Yeah, I like it. It's different, but I still like it. It could be a little pocket, right? Wouldn't that be a cute pocket? Okay, we'll leave that like that. And here's our tags that we're going to cut. I'm just going to cut these with my scissors. There's a little piece that could be cut off right here. And then cut this, because I can cut on a line, so I don't think I can go too crooked off the straight and narrow line here. And then we can make these into little tags real quick, hopefully, before our time is up. This one I'll just leave like this. This is what's left. I'm going to get those tags in a second, but this is what's left. So the same thing with the circle on the top, the label on the bottom, all around the top corners here. And that's ready to go. I like it just like that. And I can always change my mind later and make that into separate pieces. So let's punch some holes and make these into tags. These will be ready to go. They're cardstock, so they're really nice and sturdy, you know. This needs a little line cut off here. It's got a little extra piece from the other piece that was attached to it. Little sliver. Okay, and then we'll get our baker's twine. And we will try and get this done before my hour's up. So, there's another sliver there. It's the wrong color. There's a sliver here. Okay. Now, let's put this baker's twine on here. A few pieces. One, we need 3, 2. Let's use this one on this one because it's kind of pink and pink. I need to use this little last piece up here. Now I have 2 pieces. I still have a piece to use, so I'm not throwing that away. I'm not throwing that away. Okay, so yeah, this looks good with the pink on here. And the pink baker's twine. Isn't that cute? Little tag. Okay, done pile. We did a lot today. Get this one going. Love it. Love getting a lot done on my lunch break. Because I didn't get to craft this morning because I was cleaning up my master bedroom like I said. And I had to get an order ready to go, so I just was like, no crafting time this morning for me. So sad. But I like not doing the other stuff too, because my master bedroom was getting a little kind of getting a little messy, which I don't like. So we got those done today. I'll show you everything we got done, and then I will say goodbye. So, let's see, everything we got done is over here, I think. I didn't get to do any more newspaper tags today. But here's everything we cut out. I just put it in a pile here. This little one, this one. I'm going to put it by size here. This butterfly that we were going to use, but I didn't use yet. That'll be a nice little addition to something. Here's our extra papers that I need scraps now, I need to use. Put those over here. Journaling cards that we made, cut apart. That's a cut apart. I really do like I really do like those corners. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. I really do like the corners around it like I did on the other ones. So, I probably should leave that dotted line on there, but I didn't. Round these corners real quick because those other ones look so good. Okay, so that one with the other ones. Here's the other pieces right there. This one with the lines. We did that today. we cut out all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the journaling spots. And more, we made these into, these were scraps that we made into journaling cards, just rounded the corners. 3 of those I'll put down here. And we cut out this little Coates and Clark copy that I had made. And we punched out these flowers, and first we put the paper on the back for writing space, and then we cut out the flowers, 4 of them, 5 of them, pretty little flowers here, and this one we made into a cute little tag. Super cute. I love that because of the retro kind of vintage colors there, which they are actually vintage, so it's not kinda, it is. So okay, we got a lot done today, a whole pile of stuff here. Really, that took some time. It took an hour to do this, so anyway, I will let y'all go. Happy crafting, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. See you later. Bye. Happy crafting.